6 o'clock on this Saturday morning. Good morning to you. I'm Storm Team Meteorologist Griffin Hardy, and this is your forecast first. A sunny, beautiful Saturday afternoon. Enjoy the sunshine just like what we had yesterday. Another beautiful day on tap all across Alabama. We're chilly out there right now in the 30s. We'll stay that way for the rest of the morning, but by this afternoon, upper 50s, low 60s, comfortable, beautiful weather out there. We stay with that for the rest of the weekend. With a lot of wet weather on the way next week. We'll go over the full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. CBS 42 Morning News starts right now.
Live with local coverage you can count on. This is the CBS 42 Morning News.
Hello, and thanks for joining us on the CBS 42 Morning News. It's Saturday, March 7th. I'm Malik Rankin. Ariana Garza has the morning off. Testing for the coronavirus will soon be more widely available. This news comes as more Americans are being diagnosed with the deadly virus. The U.S. now has more than 300 confirmed cases of the coronavirus and at least 17 deaths, including 2 announced just last night in Florida. Right now, 21 people on a cruise ship held off of the coast of California have tested positive. All but 2 of those are crew members. Now, all 3,500 people on that cruise ship will be tested, and the 1,100 crew members will be quarantined.
They would like to have the people come off. I'd rather have the people stay, but I'd go with them. I told them to make the final decision. I would rather, because I like the numbers being where they are. I don't need to have the numbers double because of one ship. That wasn't our fault.
President Trump signed an $8.3 billion coronavirus aid package. The coronavirus task force announced that over 1 million testing kits will have shipped today. By the end of next week, that number is expected to rise to 4 million. And back here at home, we just learned last night that 2 students at Jacksonville State University were exposed to the coronavirus. Students at JSU received this email from the acting president, Dr. Dawn Killingsworth, regarding 2 JSU students coming into contact with the deadly virus. The possible contact happened 6 days ago. The president says the 2 students aren't showing any symptoms, but they did attend classes after they were exposed. The school had held a press conference saying that their exposure was minimal, but some students are still on edge.
I contacted my mom because, I always got to stay in touch with her because, I'm like, 3 hours away from her. I just want to make sure, I'm fine.
Right now, the school remains open. The 2 students exposed are undergoing self-quarantine, and the school officials are reiterating that as of now, there are no coronavirus cases on campus. Coming up on Tuesday, CBS 42 is bringing you special reports on what the deadly virus could mean for Alabama. Join us in every newscast on Tuesday for our special Coronavirus The Facts. Breaking overnight, Tennessee authorities think they have found the remains of a missing 15-month-old Evelyn Boswell. Investigators discovered human remains while searching a property belonging to a family member of Evelyn's mother, Megan Boswell. Tommy Boswell Sr., Evelyn's grandfather, lives at the home. The child was officially reported missing February 18th, but she has not been seen since December 26th.
And at this point, as the sheriff pointed out, we're just in the beginning stages of the investigation. And at this point, we're just going to continue working. There's a lot of work to still be done. And at that, we will evaluate our case and what we're going to do next after we conclude our investigations.
Evelyn Boswell's mother was arrested Tuesday for giving false information about her daughter's whereabouts. The remains are being sent to a lab for identification. New this morning, some people don't have homes to return to after an apartment fire in Birmingham. The fire was at Renroe Apartments on Tuscaloosa Avenue Southwest, behind Princeton Hospital. It started just before 6:30 Friday night. Fire crews tell us flames were showing through the roof when they arrived. Fortunately, none of the apartment residents or firefighters were hurt. At least 2 floors of the apartments were damaged. That's about 35 to 40 units. The power was shut down to the entire apartment. Another fire displaced residents at the same apartment complex just months ago. This is a look at the fire that happened at Renroe Apartments on November 12th. In that fire, it was contained to only 1 unit, but 6 people were forced out of their apartments. Continuing coverage of the deadly Tennessee tornadoes. President Trump was in tornado-ravaged Tennessee on Friday, promising to help communities rebuild. The storms left a more than 50-mile trail of destruction and killed at least 25 people. He said federal disaster funds would be released to the state soon and praised the people of Tennessee for their response to the destruction. WKRN, our Nexstar Media Group station in Nashville, is teaming up with the American Red Cross to raise money to help Tennessee tornado victims. If you'd like to donate, we have a link up on CBS42.com. Now let's turn things over to Storm Team Meteorologist Griffin Hardy for a look at our Saturday forecast. That is a lovely sunrise behind you, Griffin.
Yes, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of the sunshine all day long today. It's going to be beautiful out there. This is a live look from our Gadsden camera. That's the Coosa River there down at the bottom of the screen there. And actually been seeing some boats race by early this morning. It's definitely a little bit cold to be on the river early this morning, that's for sure. And keep in mind, this is the last day that we'll have sunrises this early because tonight, yep, we spring forward by 1 hour. Daylight savings time officially begins early tomorrow morning at around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And right now, 30 degrees in Gadsden. Definitely very chilly out there to kick off our Saturday, but not going to be staying chilly that much longer because the sun's going to help to warm things up for sure. All of us sitting in the 30s. This is the coldest that we will be all day long today. Right at freezing in Birmingham, 1 degree below freezing in Coleman. We're at 30 in Hamilton as well as in Jasper, and then mid-30s showing up towards Tuscaloosa and Moundville early this morning. So again, warming up quickly, 40s by 11 a.m. and then mid and upper 50s for the rest of the afternoon. Most of us should climb up into the low 60s today. That's comfortable, and it should definitely feel comfortable if you're in the sunshine. But if you're in the shade, it will be a little bit on the cooler side. So low and mid 60s for most of us, including Tuscaloosa, Fayette, Birmingham, Alabaster. Most of us farther to the north staying a little bit on the cooler side. Asheville, Gadsden, and Anniston up into the upper 50s this afternoon. Bone dry in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's why we'll have sunshine all day long today. Those winds coming out of the northwest higher up in the atmosphere. And we can see that pretty well with water vapor satellite imagery. There's this big trough that's over in just off the Atlantic coast, and that's what's giving the northeast some snowfall up towards places like New York and Boston. There's a look at that snowfall up there towards Cape Cod. We're kind of caught in the middle with bone dry air coming in from the northwest. We'll stay that way for the rest of the weekend. Lots of sunshine, a little bit more cloud cover for tomorrow, but then wet weather makes a comeback at the start of next week. Late Monday night is when those showers come back into the picture. We'll talk about the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes. Malik, back over to you.
CBS 42 is your local election headquarters. Former Vice President Joe Biden is lying low as his Democratic rival, Senator Bernie Sanders, heads to Michigan to rally supporters ahead of next week's primaries in one of 6 states. Sanders canceled a campaign rally in Mississippi, shifting focus to Michigan and its many delegates. Sanders won the state back in 2016. The former vice president will campaign in Missouri and Mississippi, then head to Michigan Monday. Sanders is criticizing Biden for his support of trade deals, including NAFTA, in an attempt to garner more support in big industrial states.
I vigorously oppose these agreements. I helped lead the opposition to these agreements. Joe Biden supported those agreements. And that is a fundamental difference about our approach toward the trade union movement, toward the needs of working people.
6 states vote this coming Tuesday, including Mississippi, Michigan, Missouri, Arizona, Idaho, and Washington. Back here at home in Jefferson County, former youth pastor Paul Acton Bowen is sentenced to an additional 51 years in prison. Bowen pleaded guilty to 3 felony charges and 1 misdemeanor charge. He received 10 years for enticing a child, 20 years for sodomy, and 20 years for traveling to meet a child for a sex act. Following the sentencing, Acton Bowen said he wanted to apologize to the individuals and his family for any pain he may have caused. The additional 51 years was added to his current sentence of over 1,000 years from Etowah County. Happening today, 2 law enforcement agencies in our area are coming together for a charity basketball game. The Walker County Sheriff's Office and the Jasper Police Department will face off against each other at Jasper High School's gym. It's set to start at 7 p.m. and the cost of admission is a donation which will be given to the Child Advocacy Center in Jasper. This is the first year for the event. Still ahead, your time is now 6:10. It's National Recall Week. Thousands of drivers are commuting without even knowing their cars may have been recalled. What the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration wants you to know coming up. Griffin?
And we're in a pattern now where it's been dry for the weekends. It's staying that way this weekend. Lots of sunshine on the way today and tomorrow. Some wet weather comes back next week, although on the plus side, it will be warmer. We're finally talking about upper 60s and low 70s. I'll show you when in your 7-day forecast after the break.